Struggling with daily gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and stomach pain, whether you've been officially diagnosed with IBS or not, can have a terrible effect on your quality of life. But I probably don't need to tell you that, right? Hi, I'm Kathy Snyder, nutritionist, health coach, and creator of the Goodbye to Bloat system, with a quick video on FODMAP diet basics, the benefits, the potential risks, and the steps that you can take to make sure you succeed. While identifying and resolving the underlying cause of a poorly functioning digestive system is the only way to feel better long term, there are proven strategies to help minimize symptoms almost overnight. The low FODMAP diet is one of those strategies. Since it was developed in 2001 by Monash University in Australia, studies have shown over and over that reducing certain foods can calm symptoms significantly for up to 75% of people with IBS. FODMAP is an acronym for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. That is a mouthful, right? Each of these groups includes specific types of carbohydrates, like sugars, fiber, and starches. Here's what the letters stand for. The F stands for fermentable, and by that I mean easily and highly fermentable. These sugars and fibers are either poorly absorbed or not absorbed at all by our digestive tract, creating a free-for-all for the bacteria. O is for oligosaccharides. These include wheat, rye, onions, garlic, legumes, and packaged foods. D is for disaccharides. This group includes lactose, which occurs naturally in milk and milk products. People vary in the amount of lactose they can absorb based on the integrity of their gut lining and the amount of lactase they produce. M is for monosaccharides. This group includes fructose, commonly referred to as the fruit sugar because it is found in all fruits and many other foods as well in the form of high fructose corn syrup. P is for polyols, which are sugar alcohols that include sorbitol, mannitol, maltitol, and xylitol. Notice how they all end in that OL. They're naturally found in some fruits, vegetables, and mushrooms, and they're also used as artificial sweeteners in products such as chewing gum, beverages, sweets, and even added to some brands of stevia. While overall, FODMAPs are beneficial foods that support a healthy and balanced microbiome, for people with an imbalance, known as dysbiosis, they can produce excessive amounts of gas, leading to the bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and stomach pain that can make life for people with IBS miserable, especially if their IBS is caused by an overgrowth of the bacteria in the small intestine, known as SIBO. So the low FODMAP diet includes 3 phases. The first is the elimination or the low FODMAP phase. Foods that are high in FODMAPs are swapped out for low FODMAP alternatives for a period of 2 to 6 weeks. Because intake of FODMAPs is significantly reduced, less gas is produced and symptoms decrease or even disappear altogether. Less gas production also means less aggravation to the gut lining, allowing time to recover. Now, while many people are tempted to remain in this period because of how good it makes them feel, it's vital to continue on to the next phase to avoid potential risks, such as nutrient deficiencies. Phase 1 should be followed no longer than 6 weeks, and working with a nutrition professional is the best way to know when it's time to move on. The reintroduction phase is next, and during this 6 to 8 week phase, each food group is systematically added back in while watching for symptoms. This phase helps you identify problem foods that trigger symptoms that may stem from a food sensitivity or intolerance. These foods are kept out of the diet until the gut health has been fully restored, and then they can be retested. If they continue to trigger symptoms, they will likely need to be avoided long-term to prevent the problem from coming back. Just as importantly, during this phase, you're going to identify what you can confidently bring back into your diet, allowing you to get back to eating the wide variety of foods that helps maintain good gut health and helps you feel like a normal person again. Next is the personalization phase. This third phase is based on the results from the reintroduction phase, and a nutrition professional can help you create a maintenance plan that you can fully enjoy while promoting a healthy gut lining and a balanced microbiome to keep your symptoms from coming back for good. I find the key to the low FODMAP diet is focusing on all the delicious foods you can eat instead of those that you should avoid, and moving through all 3 phases in the recommended amount of time so you can get back to a normal diet as soon as possible to keep your gut healthy. Now, while there are many resources online that walk you through what to eat and how to follow a low FODMAP diet, having a professional to guide you through the process is the safest and easiest way to do that. Because while the low FODMAP diet has many benefits, it can be challenging and bring up questions, concerns, and doubts that make the DIY approach much less likely to succeed. Here are some of the most common questions I get from my clients on a daily basis. How do I know if it's working? What does it mean if the symptoms don't improve or come back? Am I ready for phase 2? What's the best way to track my symptoms? What does this symptom mean? Is it normal? This diet isn't working. Should I try something else? I'm feeling bloated when I introduce X. Is that normal or a sign I should leave it out? Are there supplements I should be taking to support the process? Having someone to answer these questions is invaluable. It's also really important to note that many of the people who say that the low FODMAP diet doesn't work either 1, have not followed it correctly or long enough, or 2, have triggers besides or in addition to FODMAPs that are causing their problem. As a nutrition professional, I help people work through both scenarios. Bottom line, if you have an imbalance in the gut known as dysbiosis, following a low FODMAP diet can be an important part of helping you feel better while working on correcting the dysbiosis and restoring gut health. Have questions? I've got answers and resources, and I'm happy to help. Click the link in the video description to connect via email, Instagram, or join my free IBS support group called Life Beyond the Bloat in Facebook, or schedule your free gut health strategy call to get clarity on your best next steps by clicking the link from my online scheduler below. Talk to you soon.